What's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSPN, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs beat the Los Angeles Lakers in overtime, 143 to 142. Guys, it was entertaining. It was aggressive. It was all the makings of a great game to watch. I'm not disappointed. I'm not really disappointed of the loss. I wished that there was some effort in overtime, really holding the maybe just guarding the players of the San Antonio Spurs uh, very well, so they could not get the lead in like minutes into uh, last minutes into the game. But you know what, guys? Overall, it was just a great game to watch. Even though the Lakers now are 0-3 into the regular season, I just know that the Lakers are they have a bright future in front of them. They could really dominate a game, and I can really see that happening. And I don't want to say that without Rondo and without Brandon Ingram that the reason that the Lakers lost. No, I don't think so, because Kyle Kuzma and Lonzo Ball stepped up their roles of replacing Rajon Rondo and Brandon Ingram. I mean, we saw the performance of Kyle Kuzma. Okay, 37 points, and I believe I'm guessing on top of my head, I think he went 11 and 25, or maybe he went 12 of 25 from the field goal, and I believe he went 4 of 6 from the 3-point range. So there was effort and there was motion in Kyle Kuzma once he stepped his role as the starter for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I'm really hoping to see Kyle Kuzma step up more during these next couple of games once possibly Brandon Ingram returns and possibly insert himself into the starting lineup. Me personally, guys, for LeBron James, at one point I was just saying to myself in the first and second quarter, I was saying to myself, you know what? Where was LeBron James? I mean, the last time I checked in the first and second quarter, he went 1 of 7 from the field goal range. From the field goal range. That's not LeBron James-esque type of performance. Where was LeBron James? I'm not sure if he was just trying to possibly let the young guys just score a bit and be dominant in a game, and then he would just come by and just swoops in and just saves the day for the Lakers, which he did, by the way, in the fourth quarter, just basically taking the Lakers into overtime and just saving them from a disappointing loss against the San Antonio Spurs, which, by the way, it really seemed to me that the Lakers could have won the game. It was all there, plain and simple. I mean, it was a game for the Lakers to win, but unfortunately, it was just not in their favor. And me personally, guys, I just love the performance. I did not see anything that really disappointed me whatsoever. They were aggressive and they were just really wanting to win the game. We all witnessed it and saw it. I mean, their motion and their playing they really wanted to win the game, and somehow it just wasn't tonight. And just basically the Spurs stole the game, winning for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I just know it, guys. Guarantee you, the Lakers will get back into this. They just need to just get to know how to play well together to the point that they will start winning games. I could just feel it that it will happen. And it's only 3 games, guys. We should not really overreact of how the record is. Obviously, when you have LeBron James on your team, you should expect to win games. But we can just really say right now that they're just going through the motion, just really going the route that they really want to get at, and then somehow they will possibly start to win games. Now, getting to the also the rest of the Lakers' performance, um, I did mention LeBron James did not play well in the first and second quarter. It was obvious, but then in the third and fourth quarter, he stepped up. I believe he averaged a double double tonight with I believe 32 points and I believe 14 assists, which really helped out the Lakers in key moments for really to succeed in leads. But overall, what I really have to say is, at right moments, LeBron James will step up, and this is LeBron James we're talking about. There was some issues there when was really disappointed of his performance, but I just know that he comes out of nowhere and just really becomes, King James. So. A decent performance, but I should have expected more out of LeBron James in this game. So it was an okay performance for LeBron James. JaVale McGee, I believe he had 14, maybe 16 points, and sadly he had 8 rebounds, but sadly he got fouled out in the at overtime, which led to 6 personal fouls. Would it be possibly if he was not fouled out or just didn't have so much personal fouls that we could have possibly won the game? Yeah, this could have been a possibility. Because, guys, there's some moments where I say to myself that we really need JaVale McGee to be on the floor more often, because he is basically the guy who really is athletic when it comes to rebounding the balls and just really defending against key defenders and good players. So and he's right now, I believe, leading in blocks in this league. So it really shows that he's really passionate and really wants to win the Lakers' trust and possibly just win us some games. So it was a decent performance for JaVale McGee. Lonzo Ball. How about Lonzo Ball? I mean, the guy really stepped up his role as the replacement of Rajon Rondo, and it really showed that there is some similarity to their games. And I believe he had, guessing right on top of my head, I think he had 16 points and had about 6 rebounds and 6 assists. He went, I believe, 4 of 8 from the three-point shots, and had, I believe, 5 of 8 from the field goal range. So you could really tell that he stepped up his role as a point guard and just really played great playmaking ability and just showed a lot of showed that floor general that we always admire of Lonzo Ball. So we can just hope that he can possibly keep this momentum up and possibly be. If he keeps it up, we could possibly see him either take the place of Rajon Rondo, but I guarantee you that's not going to happen. But we could possibly see that possibly change, but you never know. So it was a great performance out of Lonzo Ball. KCP, not so impressing to me. I mean, he's still not living up to his potential as the starter. Me personally, Josh Hart, and I hope Luke Walton is watching this or listening to the fans, you should really consider starting Josh Hart. We saw his performance today, averaged a double-double with 20 points and 10 rebounds. And he was the guy who really was the shooter of today's game. Shooting threes like crazy and really leading the Lakers to a possible leads on occasion. So my advice for Luke Walton is to really start to listen to the fans and listen to his gut and possibly start Josh Hart as the starter. He has earned it. He has been showing that for 3 games so far, averaging about almost 20 points a game. I mean, it's only 3 games. He averaged 20 points against the Portland Trailblazers, 11 points against the Rockets, but there was issues there. And today, 20 points with a double-double, 10 rebounds. So his passion and his motivation this year is to win games, and you can see that in his eyes and how he plays, and we can basically see Josh Hart. Me personally, and all Laker fans want this. We really want Josh Hart to start for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I just hope that Luke Walton reads between the lines and just make the decision and just start Josh Hart. Or if he wants to go the route and just say, you know what, he's that sort of brute force that just comes off the bench and just lets it up, I can just possibly give him more minutes. I would welcome that as well. And we could possibly see that happen. But me personally, I think he should start for the Los Angeles Lakers. Overall, if we saw some glimpse also from Jonathan Williams, who got re-signed to the Los Angeles Lakers off waiver. Possibly this week, and he had a decent performance for a guy who just started his first ever Lakers regular season. I believe he had 8 points and I believe 6 rebounds or 4 rebounds, something like that. It was a decent performance, and we could possibly see him come sometimes. Sometimes, he would just step up his roles at the occasion and be that sort of player that could step up a game and just help out the Lakers when it's in key moments. So overall, guys, unfortunately, we went with another loss. It's a 0-3 record now, but I have to say it was a decent performance. It was something that I felt it was entertaining to watch. And personally, it was a game that the Lakers should have won. And for these last couple of games, I mean, almost maybe, well, I don't want to say couple of games because it's only our 3rd game so far. I guarantee you guys, if it wasn't for that fight against the Rockets, we could have possibly seen a W against the Houston Rockets and possibly today's game. And we could have had a decent record of 2-1 of the regular season. But unfortunately, I just know that the Lakers will come back in this, and all the pieces are there. All the pieces show that they could win us some games, and it's all there. And I could possibly see that happening once possibly maybe Rondo and Brandon Ingram come back, or I just know that the Lakers are playing against the Phoenix Suns, so I guarantee that's going to be an easy win for sure, and I could possibly see them winning that game. I believe it's possibly tomorrow or Wednesday, but I'm not so sure. But I just know that they're going to play against them, and it will be a possible W against the Phoenix Suns. So guys, comment down below. Give me your thoughts about today's game. Were you anxious? Were you like me, very exciting? It was an entertaining game, or did you just, like most fans, just really want the Lakers to start winning now and just stop falling under pressure, play more defense, or something like that? Guys, the comment section is for you guys to give me your thoughts about any Lakers performance or games. I really appreciate all the love and support you guys give me on this channel and giving me your thoughts about the Lakers and what you have been seeing from this team so far. And it's well noted, and I really appreciate your love of the Los Angeles Lakers. You guys are true fans, and I just admire you guys' feedback of the Los Angeles Lakers. So guys, comment down below, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Let's just hope they turn things around and possibly win us some games. Peace.